Hey guys, it's Sam and this is my winter in review. Now I don't do like favorites videos or review videos every month on my channel here because I don't try enough products all the time to have reviews or favorites or hits and misses every single month. I even didn't do a fall one this year because I feel like I didn't try enough new stuff to really be worthwhile to you guys. So, and I'm then obviously getting the winter one to you a little late. But yeah, I don't always have them. So here's what I tried kind of fall through winter of last year and the beginning of this year, obviously. Some things that worked, some things that didn't, and some things that are kind of in between. So the first thing is like the overall best thing, and that is the Kat Von D Metal Matte eyeshadow palette. Now this was limited edition, so I apologize if some of you like didn't get your hands on it and you want to and you don't want me to talk about it and you're like angry. But I love this. This is stunningly gorgeous in every single way, and I use it pretty much every day. Like, this is my everyday eyeshadow color, basically. Like, I just put that all over my lid and, like, buff it out, and that's what I use for work. And sometimes I'll put a little bit of oak, which is the matte brown, on the outer corner. But these are gorgeous. I've used so many of these colors. I do a look with Velvet a lot, Velvet and Flash, which are these two, all of the time. And I've used a lot of the purples, and I'm going to do a look coming up, I think, with some of these. I have done it before, but I'm going to do it again, I think, with some of these like greens and blues. So this is stunningly beautiful, and the pigmentation's amazing. It blends out beautifully. Like, I want to get more Kat Von D palettes, but I don't like any of the ones she has currently out besides this one, which is obviously limited edition. There's one coming up, I think it's like Sinner and Saints, that I'm not sure about. I'm going to need to see it in person, and I didn't want to get the Pastel Goth palette. But I'm going to definitely keep my eye on Kat Von D palettes from here on out because this is amazing. And I feel like I've missed out some of her past ones because I didn't know how amazing they were, and they're awesome. Also cruelty-free. The next two are ones that have actually popped up in previous review videos about either misses or like in-betweens, and now they're favorites. So that just goes to show you that things can sometimes change, or you can think it probably didn't work for you when it actually did and something else was affecting you. These are two skincare products that I've mentioned before, and I loved them, and they were lifesavers basically over all of the winter. So the first one is the CosRX Good Morning Low pH Gel Cleanser. This one I was trying, I think about a year ago. I was trying to switch out from my Neutrogena like foaming moisturizing cleanser kind of, and I just didn't like this at first. This is awesome. I really honestly feel like my skin has improved as much as it has due to this. My skin is still obviously struggling. I'm working with a dermatologist on it, but I feel like a lot of my Asian skincare stuff has improved the overall texture of my skin and the condition of it. I still do have acne that I'm, again, working on, but the skin around my acne, even the acne skin, is like nice skin. You know, it's like not dry. Stuff heals way faster, and like everything feels balanced. I don't get super oily or like really bad dry patches or anything like that. And I think doing a low pH cleanser like this helped a ton. This is awesome. I use this night and day, and when I started using this for about a month, I was like, my skin is like soft. Like, it's super soft, not even just from like moisturizers and stuff. Like, just the condition of it is softer and better, and it absorbs stuff better, and the condition is really improving. There are a ton of articles about the importance of low pH cleansers and cleansers that match the pH of your skin so they don't strip it. Especially with Western skincare, there's a lot of really stripping products that are not good for your skin, and we're so ingrained that like, oh, if you have acne you need to like strip the hell out of your skin, and that's so not true. So this I definitely attribute to my skin getting better, and this is now a repurchase. I purchased like 2 more bottles of these now, and this is my second one. It's awesome, and you only need to use like the tiniest bit. It foams up a little bit, so if you like foaming cleansers, this is great because a lot of low pH cleansers aren't foaming. This one is. It's just nice, and it smells a little bit like tea tree, and it's wonderful. So I didn't recommend this before because I thought it didn't work, but I just didn't give enough time to work. This is great. Then another one, which again I mentioned in a like didn't work, or I think it was like an in-between because I thought this broke me out, but it doesn't, and that is the Dr. Jart Ceramidin Cream. You can barely see it because I've like been pushing it out. This stuff is great, and I mentioned that it's good in my other review for it because it really did like plump up my skin like instantly. My skin was really struggling with dryness, and I was getting a lot of bumps in like fall and beginning of winter before I started using this again. Just like overall texture, and I think it was from like dryness and just like screaming about being dry, and I finally started using this again, and this like instantly was like, my skin feels better. Like throughout the day my skin would start like itching because it felt like it was dry. I wouldn't itch it, but like it felt itchy or tight or whatever, and then I started using this, and like within the next day it was like already better, and then over time it was like plumper and just like prettier, and just it felt nice, and I don't get dry patches. Like even when I have a zit that's really bad, like I won't get like a dry gross thing around it or anything. So this stuff's awesome. It does not break me out. I thought it did originally when I used it. I think it was when I was on chemo. And I got like one zit because I never get zits. And I was like, oh, it has to be from this. This is the only new thing. I think I was just stressed out because I was on chemo. Like, duh. So this stuff's awesome. It definitely smells like herbally. So if you're not into that, I love it. It has a very herbally scent, which is like so nice. And it's just like botanical smelling. But it's awesome. And I like, it's very, very thick. So if you're not into thick products, you're probably not going to like this. There's a liquid that you can use instead of this from the same line. But I'm looking at more of this line in there. I think there's even a body product that I might try because this stuff's great. And only a little bit goes a long way. So I've been using this like all winter. I've probably been using this for about, I don't know, over 6 months. And it still isn't all the way out. I'm still squeezing some out of it. So this stuff's great. And then I do have one hair product. And that is the Wella Just Brilliant Shine Pomade. I'm not sure if I use this more. I think I got it in winter, not spring, but this stuff is really nice. I started using it when I started parting my hair like this way and it being like straight and everything. This is just like a hold, like it's like a one hold kind of thing. But I needed something that was kind of going to give some shine back to my hair now that I'm straightening it. It is, I feel like, less shiny than it was when I was wearing it curly because I obviously am like using heat on it and stuff like that. But this is good for just having a very, very, very light hold to it. And this shine like nobody's business. Like, really, really shiny, so you can't use a ton of it because then your hair's going to look greasy, but this is really good for just kind of smoothing everything into place, and if my ends are looking like a little dry and nasty, kind of putting that on it, and then really helping my color to look like super bright and shiny. It's beautiful, and it smells like really good. But I've been using this for like months at this point, and look, there's hardly any of it gone because this is going to last me for like 6 years. And lastly is just like a life thing, and that is Dragon Age. I finally finished Dragon Age Inquisition. I have a video that I talked all about Dragon Age, which I will link on the screen. But I was obsessed with basically Dragon Age for most of winter. I think that's what I was playing most of winter, was Dragon Age Inquisition. And I have since started replaying it. I'm almost to the very end. I'm like 2 main missions away from the end. Or like 1 main mission away from the end and then the end, so I have 2 more main missions. And then obviously the DLC, which I've obviously played. But I loved it so much that I was able to replay right away. Again, I have problems with it. I talked about the problems with it that I had in my Get Ready With Me. If you guys have played the game, you can go and watch that because I talk about everything. Watch it on 2-speed if you need to. It's a long video. But it's still so good, and you can, each time you play a little differently, which is really fun. So I highly enjoyed that game, and I'm looking forward to Dragon Age 4. When are they going to announce it? Because I need it. Then we have an in-between product, and that is the Lime Crime Velveteens. Now, I had bought a few of these in the fall just to kind of try them out. I know that Lime Crime is kind of one of those brands that people are kind of against. There's a lot of controversy around them, but I hadn't seen dupes of these particular colors at that time. So I thought, let's just try the originals. People are duping the originals. Let's just see. People like this formula. I just want to see. And these are beautiful colors. I have Salem and Raven, and I do wear these a lot. But I find that I don't think I love the formula that much over these, which is good because I wasn't going to buy any more than the ones that I bought. You know, I was going to find dupes for them and stuff like that. But I don't like the formula that much. I feel like they do kind of ball up a little bit. They're not good as far as like reapplying, and the inner core, like inner rim, comes off really easy with these. Like I'll be filming a video talking with these, and this inner rim really comes off a lot. I feel like my favorite formula thus far is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks, and I really want to try more of the Kat Von D ones. I only have Witches in Kat Von D, which is a black one, and it kind of is a little bit patchy, but black is notoriously hard to work with in liquid lipstick brands, so I want to try some of her new ones. She has a ton of new colors that I really, really want to try and see if I like her formula, so I'm hoping I do, because then I'd be able to use both Anastasia and hers, and they'd be like my favorite formulas that I could buy because they don't have like trashy policies like some other brands. So I'm excited to try those out because these are beautiful. I'll continue to use them. Obviously I own them, but they are not quite the formula that I wished they were. And then I have a couple misses. One is a hairspray, and I've been really having bad luck with hairspray. This is the TG Bedhead Masterpiece. It's supposed to be a shine hairspray, and I wanted to use this to give my hair some shine. Again, like when it's straight, I want to have the color be like the forefront of it. But man, this is 2 different kinds of hairspray now. I've used the Kenra hairspray as well. They just spray out in like globs, and then it's just like globby, gross hair. I don't like it. I need to return this, and I just haven't. So it works for me talking about this in a video. But I need to find a hairspray that actually has a little bit of hold, but doesn't make your hair look nasty, doesn't make it like bunch up, doesn't make it all gross. which is why I never used hairspray before in the past, but man, I'm having a hard time. This was recommended to me along with the Kenra one, and they just didn't work. So if you guys have any recommendations for good hairsprays, I kind of like these aerosols, then definitely let me know. Like a hold, but not like almost like a natural hold, I guess. I don't know, something to just make my hair while it's growing out like this stay back instead of like falling in my face so much, and just kind of like, you know, a little bit of shine is fine too, but something, because I'm not having good luck with hairspray. And my last complaint is just about foundations in general, but specifically the Makeup Forever foundations. They oxidize like crazy. When my skin was really acting up over the fall and winter, before I got it kind of under control, and with my Asian beauty routine just making it like a ton better, I was trying all these like high coverage foundations, and a lot of them were Makeup Forever. I used the Ultra HD and another one, I think the Matte Velvet, but both of them oxidize really bad. So like, you know, I put them on and they're kind of fine, and then they go orangey. I even have the Makeup Forever Face and Body, and that can go a little orangey too, although it's a lighter coverage, so it doesn't have that much of a problem. I'm wearing that one today, actually. So just Makeup Forever foundations in general. I don't think I'm gonna try any more of them. I thought that they were some pretty good quality ones, and they're really highly recommended, but they don't come in light enough shades, and they oxidize, and they're not cruelty-free. So I'd like to try some that are cruelty-free if I'm able, and just ones that match me. So if you have any recommendations for like a medium, like buildable coverage foundation potentially, because I'm kind of there at this point, and not quite to light, because I have ones that cover for light, but like a medium coverage foundation that's in like a satin finish. I don't really want matte, but I don't want like full dewy. Then let me know, because that's what I'm looking for right now, and if it's available from Sephora, even better, because then I can go and get a sample of it. So that's what I'm trying to do currently. Alright, so that is it for my winter in review. Comment down below and let me know some products that you tried, and some things that you tried, and some favorites of yours from the winter season. I know it's a little late, but I would love to know. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!